Happy early 4th of July if you live in the United States. Welcome to the channel. Today we have another Chainlink video for you. So this is going to be a technical analysis update, and it's also going to be a comparison video. You probably saw in my thumbnail, you saw those two different lines, one of them being the Bitcoin chart, one of them being the Chainlink chart. So we are going to compare the number 1 cryptocurrency to the number 12 cryptocurrency in the world by market capitalization right now, and we're going to see how the prices correlate together. This was all sparked by some comments that I noticed on Twitter. Actually, I noticed a good amount of them on Twitter yesterday when Chainlink almost hit its all-time high and then dumped. People said, this always happens. It's directly correlated with Bitcoin. People were getting really kind of annoyed about it, and I could tell frustrated. So I wanted to make this video for everyone. We'll take a look, and we will figure out exactly how correlated they are, as well as analyze the Chainlink price for the coming week. And if it's your first time stopping by, I just want to tell you a little bit about what we do here on the channel. Crypto Ride's the YouTube channel that helps you safely navigate the unpredictable world of cryptocurrency through crypto news videos, technical analysis videos, and crypto project reviews. So if you are a Chainlink holder, if you're big on Bitcoin, big on altcoins, or just big on figuring out a way to get a piece of cryptocurrency while safely building wealth, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It should be in the lower right corner, right near my face right now. All right, let's get started. So what you're looking at here is exactly what you saw in my thumbnail. The top chart with all the candles that are red and green is Chainlink, and the bottom line is Bitcoin. So you can see how these compare. You see on the sideline, we have percent increases and decreases. We no longer have actual prices. That's so we can have a level playing field and get an idea of the percentage increase and decrease. And at first glance, let's just talk about the last few months here. You can see how Bitcoin kind of topped out around, it was about, the numbers aren't here, but it was about 10,400, hit that a couple times. And now we've really, talk about sideways action, but Chainlink has continued to grow. So just from March, and this was the COVID-19 crash, as I like to call it. This was March 13th, 14th, when we had that big crash. From that point on, if you had been invested in Chainlink, it would be a better investment, a more profitable investment than if you had invested in Bitcoin, just for the record. But let's take a look at some of these tops. And before we do, I just also want to talk about this. In my last video, we talked about the 3 tops, which were all coming up and nearing in around the $5 price point. So what I did was I put this resistance line here at $4.90. You can see we almost touched it here, almost touched it here, third time, and then just this week, which was actually just yesterday, these are daily candles, we touched it again, $4.90. So we're still seeing strong resistance at that price level, and $5 is remaining elusive at the moment. You know, I keep saying on this channel that $5, if we stay in this uptrend, $5 will come in August. Let's take a look at these 4 peaks now and compare it to Bitcoin. Your first peak is here, and you can see we hit it, and then we fell down hard. And let me switch to this cross tool so I can see it. So here's the peak. And then we fell down hard. Did we dip in Bitcoin on that same day? Yes, we did. We had a small dip. It was more significant in Chainlink, but it did dip. Our second peak here, we also had a dip. So they are correlated together. This was in March. And of course, at that moment, the whole market dumped. But let's take a look at the more recent tops. So this is just on June 23rd. We came up here, and then we fell down hard. And we fell down with Bitcoin precisely at the same time. So there's the correlation there. So you're seeing how the frustration could potentially sit in. And then just yesterday, we came up top to this price point, which was around $4.90, and we dumped back down. Bitcoin dumped a little bit, but really not as much yesterday. I think the frustration I saw on Twitter, and you probably saw too if you're in Twitter, I think a lot of the frustration was not just particularly because of this moment, but because of all the past moments. And I will say, if you're new to cryptocurrency, it is very true that these cryptocurrency assets kind of move together. Let me know in the comment section why you think the cryptocurrency market tends to move together. Why do all these coins rise and fall together? I'm curious to hear your thoughts on that. I'd love to learn a little bit from you guys too. We've talked a lot on this channel about this ascending parallel channel. We are still in the channel. So we hit the top here on June 23rd. We fell. We didn't fall all the way to the bottom of the channel, and then we rose back up. Now, we rose to about the same price level, which is $4.90, but we hit that resistance line up top. We never did get to the top of the channel, and now we are starting to fall again back towards the median. We never did touch the bottom here, and there's nothing saying that we have to, but in my opinion, I think it would make sense for us to come back down and touch the bottom of this channel one more time before we make another push upwards. And the reason I'm saying that is because I have discovered some bearish divergence in the RSI. So what is that if you don't know? Bullish and bearish divergences occur when there's a discrepancy between a technical indicator and the market price. There are three types of what we call divergence: bullish, bearish, and hidden. The one I think I am looking at right now is considered bearish divergence, where the charts look positive, but if you look at the RSI, you can see a discrepancy in there. So a bearish divergence is the pattern that occurs when the price reaches higher highs, the price itself, while the technical indicator makes lower highs. Although there's a bullish attitude on the market, the discrepancy means that the momentum is slowing. Therefore, it's likely that there will be a rapid decline in price. And so let's go full screen and let me show you this divergence that I'm talking about. I'll zoom in a lot here. Now, first of all, let's just talk about the RSI. What is that? That's the Relative Strength Index. It is a momentum indicator. And what I want to talk about are these peaks. I'd like to talk about the peaks that we saw in the beginning of June and then show you how that we're kind of seeing the same exact thing right now and explain how that's going to kind of pan out for us. As you can see, if you're just looking at price alone up here, you can see that the price came up, dipped down, and then came back up before falling to the bottom of the ascending channel back in the beginning of June. Now, the price didn't really fall much. In fact, it came back up to the same exact level, which was $4.50 at that point. But what you can see here is a little bit of this bearish divergence. So this is a lower high. So equal highs over here, and then a lower high over here. And then we're seeing the same thing right here. So if I move this white line, you see the straight line of the peaks of the highs, and then you see this falling, this lower high over here, and this was just on July 2nd, so just yesterday. Okay, so that says to me, along with the fact that we haven't fallen, and I've seen a lot of people saying that they're bearish on Bitcoin. Of course, we talked about just in this video how they're correlated. So I do think it's possible that we're going to fall a little bit. How far will we fall if we do? Well, I think we'll come down to this white line potentially, which is right about $4.48. I would say $4.50 if you're looking for a buying opportunity or a swing trade. Of course, this is not financial advice, but that might be an area to look at. If we fell harder than that, the bottom of the channel at this moment is right around $4.33. If we rise, of course, the level to beat is $4.90. If we can break past that and get to the top of this and then break past it, like break above that $5 level, certainly if we break out above $5.10, then this thing could start to run. Because remember, then we're in price discovery mode and there's no resistance anywhere because the price hasn't been there before. That's when things will really start to get interesting. My gut says it's not this week. I think we probably have to wait a little while before we see that. I think it's going to fall a little bit lower. I want to thank you for watching the video. Wish you a happy holiday if you are living in the States once again. Remind you to never invest more than you can afford to lose in cryptocurrency and to enjoy the ride. Thanks, guys.